after some high drama in Game 1. A capacity crowd on hand here, and they're definitely making their presence felt. It's the second game of the National League Championship Series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and you see a really good start for the home side. They did what they needed to do in the opening game of this series. And the crowd, that made a huge difference. They were behind their guys all the way, and boy, oh boy, were they loud. And I've got a feeling that not much is going to change here in game number 2.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, I really appreciate the way that Bryce Harper plays the game. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. And don't give him anything he can drive.
John Lester is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Ben Revere heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Now, the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
Swung on and missed, 1-1. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Oh, and I like that he went right back to that curveball there after the check swing.
Yeah, you almost got him once. Try it again and see if he can hold off twice.
Got him. Striding into the box, Anthony Rendon. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Rendon.
Lester's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, one man out. Line to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Well, that's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Bryce Harper will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. His first homer here in the series. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
Breaking ball backs him off a bit. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Nationals do get a run on the Bryce Harper home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Washington. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
I think this team really needs to find that right balance between power and speed. They've got them both, but you can't rely too heavily on the long ball, and you also can't run yourselves out of potential run-scoring opportunities. So mix it together well.
Steven Strasburg will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, he threw real well in his last start. He threw 8 innings, but he ended up with a no decision. We've got to help him a little more in this one.
With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best all-around players in the game in Bryce Harper. What he does defensively, he's got great speed, got an absolute cannon for an arm, and he's very aggressive. Has not met a wall that he doesn't want to run through.
Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit hard on the ground to second.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Strasburg with a check at first, and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Ball's on the money, and Fowler is gone at second base. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate, hitters know they need to expand the strike zone a little bit. He likes to ring it up when it's on the black, or even a little off of
it. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
He's set. Here it comes. Anthony Rizzo is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Lifted in the air out to center field. Revere is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. Jorge Soler set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, here's a situation where he's trying to do what he can to get that run back in the bottom of the first. And he helps out the cause by swiping second here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This one skied out toward right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. Jason Worth makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Left fielder, Jason Worth.
Lester into his motion. First pitch on its way. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Wilson Ramos stands in.
The catcher, number 40.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Russell onto the grass. 2 down. Daniel Murphy into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Here's the 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Ben Zobrist strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. First delivery to him on the way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
One ball, one strike.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Worth on the move. A quick out number one.
Batting 6.
Jason Hayward will get his first cuts here.
Hayward.
First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. To first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7. The shortstop.
Addison Russell gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Danny Espinoza is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Danny Espinoza.
Lester has his target. Here's the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Steven Strasburg steps in now.
The pitcher number 37.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, a couple of good swings back-to-back, but nothing at all to show for it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's been able to bounce back strongly after that first inning home run, and he's set down 6 in a row now since then.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ben Revere is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And he misses with it, 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Hot shot to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, you'll get another look at this. This ball's hit sharply, so it gets on him pretty quickly. He's able to knock it down, but they weren't going to have a play after that. That should go down as an infield single.
In now is Anthony Rendon. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll make it to second base on what ought to be ruled a passed ball. And with 2 outs, that one could come back to haunt him.
Behind the plate, he might have been more concerned with trying to frame that pitch than he was trying to catch it. You know, they do get the called strike here, but you know what else? They get the pass ball.
Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Washington leads this one 1-0. Leading off the inning, Miguel Montero, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Miguel Montero.
Here's the first pitch to him. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. The pitcher, John Lester, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Nobody out, runner on first. And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there. Into the box, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
And he falls behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Revere is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Chris Bryant is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustment.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs strand one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Bryce Harper will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, one away. So a runner at first with one man gone. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. Lester sets. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Wilson Ramos is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. One run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Washington, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Grounded back up the middle, backhanded. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now batting, left fielder, Jorge.
Into the box now, Jorge Soler. He flew out in his last at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Yeah, this pitch is just nowhere near the target. You see it run in and catch him right about thigh height. I have a feeling the bruise will be worse than the pain, and that'll leave a nice rainbow for a good couple of weeks.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, I've got to think this is a lack of communication right here. I don't know if he heard an "I got it" or what, but this should be an easy pop out. Instead, he doesn't even get leather on it.
Here's Jason Hayward now. And he lays off there 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Flipped out the other way towards short. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, after he sees the first 2 pitches of the at-bat were away, you can bet the thought process was, well, they'll stay out there again. But they come in on him. He just has no answer.
Danny Espinoza comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Lester gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Rizzo in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back.
Well, usually when you get guys to pop up, it means that you've got him off balance, and he's been able to mix things up all night long.
Digging in now, Steven Strasburg. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Ground ball left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. But they're on top 1-0. Addison Russell will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Revere is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs,
Miguel Montero will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Worth. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Here it comes. John Lester is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Ramos has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They're down 1-0. Ben Revere will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Hit hard to short. Played on the backhand. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 30.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Rounded down the third baseline. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3.
Now batting. First baseman.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
That's popped up now towards short right field. Zobrist ranging into the outfield, and that's the 3rd out. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Nationals on top, 1-0. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Now a ball lined to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Well, only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Anthony Rizzo will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this would be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
So striding in, Jorge Soler, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Trying to hold the lead. And there's ball 1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Oh, and you know what? That might be the best curveball we've seen all night out of him, and he picked a good time to throw it.
Strasburg comes set. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Ben Zobrist will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
1-0 count. Here it is. Softly hit toward the hole. Barehanded on the hop. It's in time.
Woo, no problem.
Cubs strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Jason Worth will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
When we get a look there at his pitches by inning, he's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Wilson Ramos is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
There's one. Back to the pitcher, covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. It's the Nationals 1 and the Cubs 0. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Strasburg gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Espinosa's up with it. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Wilson Contreras will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Wilson Contreras.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And here comes Dusty out toward home plate as it looks like we're going to see a double switch here. Trevor Gott will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Stephen Drew will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Chris Coghlan is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher Lester. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So stepping in, Dexter Fowler, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Chop foul right at home plate. Ready on 1 and 2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper has a beat on it, and that retires the side. Nice job there by the Washington bullpen. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Nationals 1 and the Cubs nothing. Wilson Contreras will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
New pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the sidearmer Joe Smith. Leading off the inning, Danny Espinoza, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Russell is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a one-pitch out to begin the 8th. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen.
Your attention, please.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here.
Mike Montgomery.
Here's the pitch. Stephen Drew comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Sliced hard on the ground. Zobrist is there. Throw to first is going to be in time to get Drew, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the
Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Hayward has it in his sights, and that ends the inning. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Chris Bryant, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count, 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
I think that's enough toying with him now. I bet he comes right at him on 2-2.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Bryant is retired, and there's 1 away. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rendon is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Sean Kelly will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Your attention, please.
Jorge Soler will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. In there at the knees, strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
Set to deal on 2-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Anthony Rendon, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Hector Rondon will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and no one will get this one. Rondon's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. Fowler has it in his tracks. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 34.
Bryce Harper strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Lays off 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Up next for Washington.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
He's going to get a visit from his catcher here because even though he got away with that last pitch, it was right down the middle of the plate. Nowhere near the target. And this is not the guy you want to start missing your location with.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Zobrist onto the grass. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nationals leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Mark Melanson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 35.
Ben Zobrist will be the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. High and deep to right center field. Revere going back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
The right fielder, number 22,
Jason Hayward will step in. A ground out victim as last time. Grounded to the right. Drew's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now.
now batting, shortstop,
Addison Russell stands into the box. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Javier Baez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Javier Baez.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Drew settles under it near second. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Nationals were given an excellent start here by the gentleman you see in action there, Steven Strasburg. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 1-0. Good night from Chicago.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Washington Nationals.